Good evening, sir. So I feel like I'm kind of repeating the last two questions, but just to give it some sort of a conclusion. Um, what role does trust play in surrender? And then can I also know how to know who to trust?
You see, it's not about what to trust, whom to trust, etc. The issue is a little different. Think of a medical syringe, what you call as injection. Think of that medical syringe. Don't you trust the manufacturer? Hmm? And still you resist the injection. That's what. The problem is not that we don't trust the thing. The problem is that we trust our tendency to resist pain a little more. The question should be how to distrust oneself. Your self tells you a lot of things, it teaches you a lot of lessons. How to distrust those lessons? I'm not saying everything in the world is trustworthy, but what I'm saying is, even the things that you perceive in the world come to you via the way your trustworthy insides have taught you. Now, as long as the one within remains trustworthy, how will you know what to believe in, what to reject, what to trust, and what to have faith on in the apparent world? Remember that syringe example. Even stuff that we know is very, very trustworthy is still something that we are so resistant to. Because there is someone within who who believes in her welfare, by her own standards, much more than she believes in the truth. How to distrust her? And if you do not distrust her, you will look through her eyes, you will hear through her ears, you will think through her mind. And the results of the thought would obviously then be very distorted. In some sense, spirituality is about learning to distrust yourself. I understand where you are coming from. You're asking, before I surrender, first of all, I must be assured that the one in front of me is trustworthy. But the question is misplaced. Do you see that?
Yes.
How do you judge or gauge the one in front of you? Who is doing that? The assessor, the evaluator inside you.
Yes.
The evaluator inside you, right? And if the internal evaluating mechanism is in itself distorted, the results it will give me will not be any good. So, before I ask, is that fellow worthy of being surrendered to? I must first ask, who is setting my criteria? Who is setting my criteria? Is the criteria the medicine or the pain? When you think of your relationship with the syringe, I'm asking you, who is setting the criteria? There could be someone within who might say the criteria is medicine, and someone within could equally well say the criteria is pain. And if the criteria changes, the results change. Who is the one within that talks so much? Who is the one within that assumes my name and acts on behalf of me?
Just to understand it further, is Arjun at this stage, sir, is he distrusting himself right now?
Obviously.
He is, right.
Don't you see something very, very special that he's doing. He's not running away. Every bit of him is not just advising him, but coaxing him to flee.
Yeah.
He does not. I cannot run away. Arjun is militating against himself. And that is what surrender is. Surrender is not about falling at somebody else's feet. Surrender is actually about not surrendering to the one within. And incidentally, if you fight the one within, you get to know who is the one without you can trust. The one without, who is trustworthy, is the one who helps you in your inner fight. The inner thing comes first. Remember Vedant. All that matters is the Aham and Atma, right? Not the Jagat. The relationship between the ego and the self is everything. Everything. So the matter of trust again has to be seen in the inner dimension. It's not a thing between this person and that universe. It is a thing within. Is Aham able to resist the temptation and the lure of Prakriti? That's the fight within. And if you are fighting the right battle within, somehow the right guidance and the right ammunition start appearing on the outside. The converse is equally true. If you are fighting the wrong battle within, the wrong kind of guidance and the wrong kind of weapons start appearing then too. So it's all about what you're choosing to do within. Who says that Arjun is refusing to fight? Arjun is fighting the bloodiest battle possible even before the first conch is blown. And because he is fighting that inner battle, he finds Krishna in front of him. Krishna does not come first. Arjun's resolve comes first. And if that resolve is not there, no Krishna can help you.
So from this point of view, trust and need for security are negatively correlated.
Obviously.
Thank you so much.